Hey YouTubers, it's your girl Shannon from Tesla and Chill, and today we are going to talk about something super important that happened less than 12 hours ago right now, and that was Tesla's battery day. Cue the applause. Woo! So yes, the battery day happened yesterday. I think everyone probably knows that by now, and everyone probably has their own take on it. So this is my take. Now, before we jump into everything, and I'm not like a super scientist or anything, so I won't be able to get into the nitty gritty, but I definitely want to talk about it because it is really cool. So before we jump into that, if you're new to the channel, take a hot second, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to drop us a like. Ooh, also, real quick, I do want to say to one of our subscribers, Mr. John Ref, thank you for being our subscriber. I think you've been with us probably since maybe close to the beginning of our channel, and I think he's commented on maybe like every single one of our videos. So we do want to send a big thank you to you. So contact me, send us an email. It's in the About tab on our channel, teslaandchill@gmail.com. So send us an email. We'd love to get your address so we can send you a thank you for being one of our subscribers. Now, Elon did cover a lot in Battery Day, so I'm kind of going to break it up into like a few videos, I think. So this video, we're just going to talk about Battery Day. I think in the future, I definitely want to talk about the Model S Plaid and the $25,000 Tesla that Elon was talking about. So we'll touch upon those subjects in future videos. But right now, let's just stick to Battery Day. Okay, yeah, so there was a lot of hype going into Battery Day, and this started like months ago. People who were tweeting, people who were writing things on Reddit, they all had something to say about Battery Day. I think people were really building this up thinking that there were going to be some big reveals. And there were, but there weren't. And we'll get into that in a second. But Elon, I think he knew this was happening because even yesterday he had tweeted telling us, well, I guess not yesterday now it's probably 2 days ago. It's like 2 days ago on September 21st, he had tweeted kind of just telling everyone to basically control your expectation management. But because of that one tweet that he sent out, Tesla stock dropped $24, which is crazy. Yeah, so this is a tweet right here. Okay, now let's get into Battery Day because there's been like a lot of hype leading up to this. Am I right? Like probably the past year, definitely the past few months. I think everyone has probably had something to say about Battery Day. Now let's talk about the event itself because it was actually really cool. I wish I could have been there in person, but if you were like me, you might have watched it online. And again, it was really cool. All the people were in their cars. It was in this parking lot. Everyone was in a Tesla. It actually kind of reminded me of the movie Cars, you know, when Lightning McQueen, this is J3's, when Lightning McQueen is driving around the track and like all the audience or the other cars are in the stadium really cheering. Yeah, that's what it made me think of because like anytime Elon said something really cool or something positive, everyone would like honk their horns. I thought that was super cute. But it was also a good way to maintain social distancing. And I mean, really, that was also great advertising for Tesla. I mean, I know they're not super into advertising, but like if anyone was just tuning in and they saw all of these cars, like that's pretty cool. That's great exposure. So definitely a cool and unique way of doing things. I've never seen a meeting held like that ever before. And it's really cool just to see a company's CEO be so involved in its company, like literally from the ground up. Even when they're doing like groundbreaking things that they are now, like Elon is literally on the front lines, like for real. I think, do you remember when Corona was happening? I mean, it's still happening, but like they closed his factory and he even sent out a tweet to like authorities saying like, if you need to come arrest someone, I'll be on the front lines, come find me. Yeah, so Elon is like front and center of everything, and I really think that's awesome that he's so like integrated into his company. And I think that really just propels Tesla even further when they have someone that's so passionate about it leading it. Okay, so let's talk about the important things that we need to talk about. The battery. This, of course, is not it. This is just an energizer from a flashlight I was using earlier. But yeah. And I'm no scientist. I feel like that's probably fairly obvious from a lot of my past videos. I'm not super technical with math and science and all that stuff. So a lot of the things they said really just went right over my head. but I think I understood kind of the basis of it. And if I'm wrong in anything I say, drop me a comment, let me know. And let's dive a little deeper into this battery because it is actually a huge deal for Tesla and probably the world. But this new battery is the Tabulous 4860 battery cell. And for comparison factors, our Model 3 and a Model Y, they have a 2170 battery cell, and the Model X that I have right here, not this one, but the Model X and the Model S, they use the 18650 battery cell. Now, what's so important about this new Tabulous battery is that it's 56% more efficient, and that's in terms of cost and range. So it's not like you're going to be able to get 56% further in your Tesla. It's a combination of things, cost to produce, cost to sell, and range included. But all those things coming together get that 56%. But that's really amazing. And probably what's like even a bigger deal, well, I don't even know if it's a bigger deal, but what's also a bigger deal is the fact that Tesla engineers designed this themselves and they're doing everything in-house. Now, let's talk about doing things in-house because Elon kind of camped on this topic for a hot minute. And it's a really big deal for Tesla, especially moving into the future. And here is what the battery looks like, by the way. It's somehow like condensed and coiled and foiled. I don't know. But this is what the battery looked like, just what they flashed on the screen for us. So with Tesla manufacturing their own battery cells and cars in-house, they're really streamlining everything for everyone. And that's a win-win for both Tesla and consumers like you and me. And when manufacturers don't do things in-house, it can really kind of delay things. So for example, if we looked at like some real world times when that happened pretty recently with Audi and their e-tron, which you might remember I test drove a while back. It's pretty nice. But they had to delay their release because they were having issues with their battery supplier because they didn't do it in-house. Even more recently, I think Mercedes had a problem too. I think they have a problem with their EQS because their battery supplier is delaying things also. So it's really creating a problem when manufacturers don't have complete control over everything. They're basically waiting on an outside company to finish up the batteries so that they can finish up their cars. So it really just creates tons of stumbling blocks. And with Tesla streamlining everything, it eliminates that problem. Tesla also has the ability to have complete quality control. Since they're eliminating the middleman, that is more cost efficient right there. They can do things faster, more reliably. I think there's like a whole host of like pros that Tesla is basically getting out of this. Now, as cool as Battery Day is, and we learned a whole lot of exciting things about what's coming in the future, I have to say there were a few negatives. I feel like the hype was just built up so much, and then when Battery Day happened, it was kind of like met here with my expectations. And I know it was called Battery Day, so of course, like, it was all about the battery, but I have to say, I was hoping Elon would have, like, touched upon a few other subjects also. Now, he did, like, lightly talk about autopilot and, like, the Model S Plaid and a few other things, but I have to say, it was Elon, and I was kind of hoping he would, like, release an Easter egg, you know what I mean? Like, kind of like he did with the Cybertruck, like he did the Cybertruck reveal, but then he rolled out that four-wheeler too. I was hoping he would have said something about like robo-taxis, maybe a refresh to the Model X and S. I mean, really, the Model S, I don't think that's been refreshed really since like 2012. So that's been a hot minute, am I right? And as much as I love the Model X and the Model S, and you know, like when we test drove the Model Y a few weeks ago, I told you we compared it with the Model X, and the Model X is just starting to look a little bit outdated. I really just want an interior of like the Model X and the Model S to reflect the technology of autopilot, which is like so far in the future. It's so far ahead of other cars, but I feel like the interior just kind of screams dated a little bit. Don't hate on me for saying that. I mean, I think Teslas are super advanced, like more advanced than any other car in the market. But as far as Teslas go, I think it's time that we turn the screen. So hopefully that could get done in the future. I mean, even the Cybertruck, the renderings we've seen of that, it's had the horizontal screen. So maybe it'll come one day. And Elon didn't mention anything about the Cybertruck either. I'm wondering if maybe Elon didn't have the best 2020 like the rest of us, and maybe he's just saving surprises for 2021. We can get that year off to a good start. Am I right? Praise Jesus. Hallelujah. Well, I'm super curious to hear your thoughts. I want to know, what did you think of Battery Day? Was it good? Was it bad? Were you excited? Were you disappointed? Let me know your thoughts by dropping me a comment below. That's all I've got for now. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.